Hello and welcome to the completed series tag round 2. Now last year on June 12th exactly, I uploaded a video called completed series tag, and it was a newish tag around that time. Now it's obviously older, and I have decided to do this an annual thing, and just like every year on June 12th is my completed series tag video going to be, I guess, because that's what I want to do. So I will leave a link to the original video down below so you can go ahead and check it out. And now let's get started. See what series I have completed since June 12th of last year. Now I'm gonna have to apologize in advance because I don't actually have all of the books with me, so I won't be able to show you all of them because I just don't have them right now. But I'm gonna try to show you as many as I can. How's that sound? Good? Good? Okay, let's get started. First off, I want to say that at the time of the last video, I had already read the Lord of the Rings series by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I simply forgot to mention it. And as soon as I uploaded the video, or a few days later, I was like, I've read that! But it was too late. So anyway, so I've read that. So last year I actually had 16 completed series, not 15. I think that was the number. Anyway. Moving on. First up we have the Night Country series by Janine Frost, and here I have only 5, the last 5 of the 7 books in the series. I absolutely love this series. It's amazing. It's an adult fantasy book, supernatural. It has vampires for the most part and ghouls and all other supernatural creatures like that. So it is pretty awesome. The main character is super kick-ass. So great series. I have actually made a review for this series and I will leave a link to it down below, as well as there will be lots of links down below. Go ahead and check them out. Next up we have Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan, which I read during the Booktubeathon last year. I'm so looking forward to Booktubeathon this year. But yeah, it has 5 books, all of which it's like middle grade adventure style, mythology, awesomeness. Did I do a review on that? I don't know, but if I did, it will be down below in the description. So, awesome series, definitely recommending it if you like adventure and mythology. Next up is the Precious Stone Trilogy by Kerstin Gier, and it is, some people know it by the Ruby Red Trilogy name, but it's Precious Stones. I've looked it up. But anyway, it's time travel and again adventure, and it's pretty awesome. Next up is the Divergent Trilogy by Veronica Roth, which I do not have with me, but it is an awesome dystopian trilogy. It's based in Chicago, which is where I currently live, and the movie came out this year and it was absolutely amazing. So if it hasn't come out on DVD or Blu-ray yet, it probably will soon. Definitely check it out. The second movie has started filming, which I'm super excited about. Basically, Divergent is awesome. Next up is the Iron Face series by Julie Kagawa, I'm not sure, I'm never sure. But it is a series about the Fae. It was really awesome. Again, adventure. Who doesn't love a good adventure? It tells the story of a girl who somehow finds her way to the Fae realms? I can't speak today. But basically it's amazing. So definitely check it out if you like reading about fairies. Next up is the Hunt Trilogy by Andrew Fukuda, which again I don't have, sorry about that. But yeah, it's basically a trilogy and it has, let's call them vampires, even though technically they're not really called that in the series. And it's really cool, sort of dystopian like world, and it's have you seen I Am Legend? It's sort of like that. Like it's kind of like at the end of humanity and the last people on Earth are trying to survive the monsters. It's that kind of thing. But again, it's really interesting. It kind of took me a while to get into it at the beginning because it tends to be a bit slow at times, but overall I really enjoyed it. Next up is the Revenant Trilogy by Amy Plum, which again I don't have, Basically, it is set in Paris, and the main character kind of goes through a transformation. She meets the Revenants, who are kind of like guardian angels for people. They basically sacrifice themselves for the betterment of humans, by like to save humans. Basically, it's yeah. I'm not explaining it very well, but it's actually a really interesting story. It is different from like the normal supernatural stories, and I really enjoyed reading it. Next on the list is the Sweep series by Tiernan. Surprise, surprise, I actually have all 15 of them. And this one is a story about witches. And it's, you may notice a trend here, like supernatural, fantasy, and adventure. Them's are the kind of books I like, I can't help it. So yeah, again, really interesting story. It's total multiple point of views throughout the books, and I really liked it. And last but definitely not least, we have The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, which I have only very recently finished with City of Heavenly Fire. And oh my god, this is an amazing series. It's about shadow hunters, in case you didn't know. And if you don't, I mean, where have you been living? Under a rock or something? I'm sorry, but the Mortal Instruments are everywhere. And I would really like them to hurry up and make more movies, because quite frankly, I really liked the first one. So I don't know what the fuss is all about. But yeah, these are all the series that I have finished since last year, or for the past year, or whatever. I think it was 9 if my counting is correct, plus The Lord of the Rings, which I had already read, but I didn't mention it last time, so 10. I don't know. But basically, read more books, because books are awesome. Now, as far as tagging goes, anyone who wants to do it can do it. Like I said, it's kind of an old tag. It's been around for more than a year now. But I was thinking of re-tagging all the people that I tagged in the original video that I did. Again, you can find it down below. And see if they want to do a follow-up video of the one they did last year.